Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Zinnia channel. Today I'm going to be covering a game between Elektro and Brandonlee 1. It is in the round 1 of the Zinvitational. And Elektro has been begging to play right now. Brandonlee finally accepted, and now we see this Medi-Tar team face off against this Pukumuka squad, something that Brandon loves to bring. So when we just see some Torn straight damage, this actually had an assault vest. Just knock the sludge off, U-turn out. Medichan comes in on the T-spikes. Now the Cress can easily come in. But Elektro doubles out to Rotom. He wants to get rid of the T-spike before going into the trap with Tyranitar. No, it was valid. Okay, so Swampert comes in. Rotom can either just switch out to Superior or go for a Wisp. It goes for a Pump for the 22%, as rocks do go up. Okay, so Fox again as the Taunt comes in. Seems like Volt is nice, but maybe you go hard, like hard Taunt to avoid the knock. But no, he goes for the T-Wave, which is quite good. Cancelled. Okay, so Volt into the Swampert, hard Intercept, which is more dangerous now because the Taunt needs to hit Hurricane. So now it starts the spamming of Leaf Storm. It's not AV, obviously, it's a choice Scarf. Elektro can make this trade, but he might choose not to. He could go into Rotom Wash here. Saving health on Superior could be nice for switching into Swampert. And maybe like trading hit suppress and stuff. Yeah, so far this is shaping up really well for Elektro. Dude, Elektro is not looking. Okay, so we see a Hidden Power Fire. Elektro was happy to trade here. So with this ends out Pukumuku, it's good to chip it a little bit. Because if you kill it in one hit, then it's going to do the most damage back to you. But if you chip it first, then it's perfect. It does less damage back to you. If you're behind a sub, I'm pretty sure it... I'm not actually pretty sure of anything. Yeah, crits the pecs. This seems pretty over. Brandonlee is denying the results. Not much to do here. We may just be waiting for the next game. Beginner comes in. It's just gonna fold to the hidden pathfire. If it potentially had Heal Bell, then maybe it could clear Tornado's paralysis and prolong for a little bit longer. But alas, paralyzed Torn can't hit the Hurricane. And we go to game 2. We are back with game 2. Just to show what happened in this so far. So, Thunderous lead into Landorus, taunts on the Lando, and Beginner comes in, Volt to chip it out to the Victini, and Volt switches out to Lando. Thunderous comes in on the rocks. Maybe it's to fog, but probably not. Vinny is usually the fogger. Oh my god, Wyatt is in my video. I'm so honored. Voting the Beginner again, getting some good chip on it. It's really shaping up well for Elektro. Ferro can get the rocks up at the cost of letting in Volcarona. The pain split from the Beginner, healing up as rocks go up. What? What? I did not say this. What did I say? Dude, Wyatt is on some drugs right now. Anyway, you see the Sub-Galad putting in plenty of work. The Chopper on Ferro really saves his bacon here, because this could have probably got like 1.5 KOs just then. Let's combat big damage to the first Finny. Blast on the Beginner and voting out. Yeah, no, I think this is kind of swung back even. I don't see much of an advantage for Elektro. I mean, they both kind of have their own advantages. But yeah, that's just a dead Lando. It's just a dead Lando. I'm not sure about the original sets of this team. Maybe a Choice Bandit Victini is a surprise. What kind of Lando is this? It's gotta be an offensive one. Bro, where is the offensive spread? Okay, if it's a good roll, then I'm assuming it has some bulk on it. I don't know how much though. Had to not be fully defensive though. Yeah, killing a -1 is kind of crazy. Clark comes in, subs up, which is smart. Then the Finny is dead. There won't be rocks coming up from Brandon's side, but to any hit, it's gone. If it comes back in and it gets hit by the paralysis, that can be big for how Crest can deal with it. Because if it needs to, it could sort of moonlight off the V-create damage and like wait for the full paralysis. So Crest could really like check it in a pinch now. It now is not faster than like some faster sets or just any set of Maguna. So yeah, good T-wave for Brandon. Definitely not clear what to do now. I mean, maybe you could go for the line I just went over, but otherwise it still seemed like you have to sacrifice to Victini. He's probably deciding who the sacrifice will be. It's definitely not simple to revenge kill this. It kind of relies on V-create defense drops to be able to revenge kill like something like Brona or Galad. The fog is needed, it's really needed to get this Volk back in the game. But it might just be over with the still threat of Victini and Dragonite, which creates pretty pleasant time for Elektro. Glad comes in on the full para. It depends on the Glad's moveset. If it's sub 3 attacks with knockoff, then he can actually kill the Victini right now. If it's sub SD, then it would be like trying to 2 KO. Goes for the close combat. On the second full para, that flips things. Victini is gone. And now Elektro has to answer to the Galad. Mega Diancie or Tapu Fini likely to come in. If I had to guess, it would be maybe a Mega Diancie, unless it has cancer. It doesn't have cancer, it's just completely chilling at 100%. Could maybe just go to the Mega Diancie. Thunderous comes in. I guess since it lives a Zen from Galad, maybe it has like yeah, Papa. Seems like Elektro can just very freely Volt Switch right now. It will pick off Galad and also just like get momentum on the crest, on the sub or something, anything coming in. Yeah, it seems like it's just gonna Volt. And honestly, Zen Headbutt is not a poor play at all. You fish for the odds. really go for it? I'm not sure. It's a bit desperate. But, I mean... And we see a Zen dodge. That's not good. It seems like there's not much that he can do to stop this at this point. If Superior comes in, then perhaps it can go for... It seems like, yeah, you just Mega Evolve and attack. Fogging. Crest can come in now, but you need to bust through Dragonite some way, and Volcarona does not usually have a way to do that. The best it would usually have is like, ooh, wait. Maybe Brandon might have some time. If it stays frozen, then you could potentially go to Volcarona and set up. Ice Beam doesn't KO the Tapu Fini. I think a trick's coming. If it's a Z-move Volcarona, we get the Z-move Volcarona in. We don't know what Z-move it is, but this is a free turn of setup. If I'm Elektro, I'm foddering something, but Dragonite comes straight in. Multi-scale is broken. Cresselia in. If Brandon is able to call out the Z-move correctly, then things might not be so over. But Elektro makes a smart play. He doesn't go for the Z-move. He holds off. And we see a substitute, and this might be over. We see a regular fly. It can't pick up the KO immediately. He needs to tread carefully. Subbing can delay the 50-50, but eventually he's gonna have to go for... And Brandon calls it correctly. The Z-move is gone. Now Cresselia can heal up, and Fly won't be able to do enough damage. Moonlight on the Fly. Could even Moonlight again, but most likely you just want Ice Beam. And the Dragonite is dead. It's not clear. Thunderous comes in, able to prevent healing with the taunt as a straight Ice Beam. It may not have a good move to hit. If Volt Switch is the only move to hit, then it has to get out of here just to even damage. Let me see some beef in the chat. seems like this could definitely go to a game 3. It depends how the Ferrothorn Rona action, interaction plays out. Like, does the Volk get caught with a T-Wave? Maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe Volcarona can just win because of this freeze. Elektro can always try for the unthaw. The thaw? An unthaw would be freezing. Okay, Runner comes in on the Volt Switch. I don't know how I feel about that. You can, well, for Elektro, you can just go to Finny and click Surf. Magiana sacrificed. But now Crest can heal. And maybe that was the thinking the whole time. Ferrothorn comes in and paralysis is not possible because of the misty terrain. Tapu Fini double right back in, not taking his foot off of the gas. There's a dual threat of Trick and Surf. I think Surf may be coming out. I would be going to Crest here. But it's looking quite rocky. The Surf comes out. Perhaps you have to sack something here. Is Ferrothorn the correct sack? It's frozen anyway. Now it's unclear how the Cresselia will be broken. I think it might be able to win with just Ice Beams. When he comes back in, I don't think a Trick would actually be able to stop it. I think that it can be tricked into Ice Beam and win. Ice Beam can sweep. This has been such a back and forth. I've loved this game. Yeah, I'm just expecting to see an Ice Beam here. Regardless of what the Finny can do. You see the Trick. And a Luna Dance. The leftovers Finny. Only leaving room for one Quiver Dance. Can the Diancie fall out? What is the Z move? Is it a Psychium Z? If it's Psychic, then it seems like he has just a consistent kill option on the Diancie. If it's Bug Buzz, perhaps it can be wasted. We see just a ground, and yeah, ground will be able to pick off the Diancie. No plays needed. Flamethrower to pick off the Thunderous, and Brandon takes it to game 3. And it is a Psychium anyway. Yeah, that's a great game. I'm excited for game 3. We see game 3 of the Elektro versus Brandon set. And we see Sun versus Sand. This has the makings of a quick and snappy game. These Pursuit Trappers, if they get in the right situation, they can dramatically shorten this game. See a Whirlpool from Finny, great call out from Elektro. Gliscor is able to just check the Whirlpool Finny. Or maybe it can be cutting it quite close. Regardless, The Finny has lost its leftovers, and it's gonna have to trade quite a lot of health in order to take out the Gliscor. Remains to be seen whether it is the defogger or rocker of the team. Because maybe the Ferrophone is the rocks or the Gliscor is the rocks. Either way, the whole Gliscor is removed. Trading it for Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini gone. That can make this Toxapex even more annoying in the right scenario. Because the dual threat of Toxic Spike and Scald, if it has these moves. Ditto comes in on the Lando, but instead finds a Victini. Ferrophone back in, we get to see whether it is Spike or Rock. Charizard isn't a big threat just yet, because the Toxapex is still quite healthy. And there's also a whole T-Tar to like dissuade the solar beams. So it's just flamethrower chip. And it is a toxic Toxapex, which is as good as you can get against Charizard Y. If it's like a Scald T-Spike Haze Toxapex, then it can be like worse into the Charizard. Can like fish for flamethrowers a lot and like solar beam twice as it comes in, fish a crit maybe. But there's not really a lot of room for Charizard Y to make work against a toxic Toxapex. Bloom Doom on the Reuniclus. It's out of the picture at this point. Perhaps it may have this seems like just a regular sacrifice. Toxapex come back in. It can't be OHKO'd right now, so even with this crit, it can just recover, heal. Just need to stay at a good range. Go for the Scald right now. Doesn't get the burn. It's less safe for Cut to stay on Pex because of no Misty. This would have been worse if there was T-Spike. Rocks come up from the Ditto. If yeah, so if the Gliscor was rocks, then this would have been the only way. But luckily, Ferro is carrying the rocks, and Gliscor was carrying the fog. I guess it does make sense. There's not anything else that could have the fog. And just being able to throw out that amount of Scalds on Cartana, it's just going to happen eventually. It can still heal up in fog. It can get rocks off the field against Toxapex, but it's just completely dull. And now Ferrophone come right in directly. Maybe if it was a knock Cartana, like it could stop Ferro from healing entirely. But yeah, it just seems like Cartana is just gonna run itself out of synthesis. With this guyable damage, the burn damage, the no like passive recovery, it's just losing health. It seems like rocks will be on the field, and for what this means for this triple rock weak offensive core, it doesn't mean anything good. And even the protect to rack up more burn chip, it does seem like Elektro is going to be taking this one. Because he can just stealth rock. He can spam it. He can spam stealth rock. Even if Cortana defogs until it dies, it's a losing battle. It's losing health every turn. Elektro does not want to allow that turn where Cortana can defog and then go to the Charizard as the rocks are not in the field. This is just crushing. Protect for even more chip damage. Brandon needs to find a way to make things happen while rocks are on the field, and this is quite a devious Garable. He has to synthesis lest it dies to switching into rocks the next time it comes in, so it's just completely safe to do. Sacred Sword to waste rocks, it's not enough to waste rocks. There's just too much more rocks PP than defog. There's 9 extra. And it comes in just accepting stealth rocks. Turn it back in. With the fog left, getting right back to full. It's now quite a short timer. Without this Whirlpool Finny, getting rid of Toxapex is not straightforward. Elektro has to help his mom, and Brandon is under no obligation to turn off the timer, so maybe he just loses. Oh, that's nice. So it comes in, it's not enough. Pex is still hanging out. Farah could just come right back in on the cut. And looking back, this Gliscor Finny trade was tipping things for Elektro a lot. Because even just like being able to Misty before going to cut in front of the Pex to avoid burn risking, like this can go quite a long way. Like a non-burned Cortana, maybe it does enough to Pharaoh with Sacred Sword to scare it. Or maybe if it was just not. I mean, the leftovers on Pharaoh were the worst part. But I respect from Brandon, he's grinding it out, he's not giving it up. These rocks are just too overbearing. I don't see a way forward. Victini comes in. Protect to scout out his move. It's going for the recreate. T-Tar can just come in. unless it's a non-choice Victini, T-Tar is able to just come right in and French Pursuit Trap. So I don't think there's anywhere that Victini stays in right now. But what is there to punish Tyranitar? Toxapex comes in instead. The Fox on the Scald. Rocks are off for now. Charizard right in. Not wanting to allow that window for Ferrothorn. Victini in on the Protect. It might have been better to Flame first. But I guess that's a 50-50 in itself. The V-Create again. T-Tar catches the Victini. It does seem quite over. And the switch out as well. I'm interested by that. Surely you'd want to V-Create again for the maximum chip on T-Tar. It just helps like Weavile a bit. But I mean, Toxapex is capable of checking Weavile if it needs to. It is very over. Lando did have Sword Stance. If it wasn't hit by a Toxic, then it could have maybe got a lot more done. Because that seems like it's quite nice into this team. It's unclear how to revenge it really outside of Ditto. T-Tar comes in on the Zard, he has the dual threat. If Focus Blast doesn't hit. Crunching / Stone Edge and Pursuit. And it just does seem completely over now. Tyranitar does live the Weavile's Icicle Crash, could be picked off by Kartana, but after this, Ditto comes in. Or maybe even Toxapex to preserve the 5-0. And yeah, Elektro takes this series. And honestly, this was quite a decent series. I hope you enjoyed watching. I did. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.